What's going on, guys? It's boy CeeFox here, and today I'm bringing you another theory video towards zombies on Black Ops 3. Basically, what's in this video is Shadows of Evil, and I'm going to try to discover the meaning behind Shadows of Evil and like inside stuff within Shadows of Evil, such as like ways of moving around, the Shadow Man, the Mark of the Beast, stuff like that, all that cool stuff. So I'll just let the first clip play, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so you probably didn't pick up on that, what that clip was actually meant to be about, but it's actually meant to be about another form of transport that we are expecting, well, not expecting, but anticipated to see. Basically, Treyarch, well, not Treyarch officially, but rumours have circulated in it saying that this map is bigger than Transit, or as big as Transit. So obviously, if it's that big, we're going to need another way of getting around the map rather than just walking and running. So what are they going to do? They've got to do something pretty spectacular. So they've thought of this sort of train idea, and I'll just zoom in on that now for you. Okay, so you're probably thinking, is this just your guess? Is it just my guess in total? No, it's not. I actually have some sort of, well, it's not evidence as such, but it's sort of a bit of proof towards that being a way of transport, and I will just pop that up on screen right now for you guys. Okay, so here is the image with text on it for Morgue City, and it says Morgue City is the ideal backdrop for a noir horror story featuring a theatre district, jazz clubs, and a suspension railway. Okay, so all of this is just built into one. Suspension railway, they're advertising it already, they're saying it is there, they know it's there, they wanted it to be seen. Okay, so obviously it's got to be some sort of feature. It's got to be, is it going to be used? Can you, how you got to build parts to make onto it? No one knows yet, and hopefully we'll find out in the near future. But as you can see, there's also a theatre district, so obviously that's going to be able to be used. Jazz clubs, obviously going to be able to enter them, so it's all going to be entwined together and make a very nice map there. Okay, so this is a photo of Morgue City text without the text on it, and there you can see there's a suspension railway bit going through the jazz clubs and stuff like that, so it's all pretty good. And now we're going to move on to the next bit. Okay, so here is a photo of the cast for Shadows of Evil, and obviously in the trailer we actually see 4 characters and not 5. So on here in the trailer we see Nero, Jessica, Vincent and Campbell, whereas in this cast photo we see the Shadow Man as well. But where is the Shadow Man? He's not in the trailer, and so what's he doing in this cast photo? Then if we also get up the poster, which I'll now bring up here. Okay, so there's the cast poster, and as you can see we have the 4 characters and along with the Shadow Man in the background. So if we just take a look at this, the Shadow Man has a top hat on. You're probably thinking, where am I going with this? It makes no sense. Okay, it does, just let me explain it. The Shadow Man has this top hat on, and he's got this massive outline which could resemble that he's a big thing. He made an impact to the world. And if I bring up the next photo, you'll understand where I'm going. Okay, so I've just brought it up, and what happens here is Shadows of Evil is set in the gangster time period. Okay, gangsters period, mob period, you know what I mean. Okay, so this figure in the background, the shadow, it looks mildly, not much, but it does look slightly like Al Capone. So could we see he was a big feature, he was a massive impact on America during the gangster period, obviously, because he was the leader. Okay, so he organised crime, gang crime, all this, and so he was clever and he was popular and big. So could it be Al Capone as this big shadow guy? No one knows, but hopefully we'll find out in the near future. Next photo, I'll show you some more. Okay, so in this photo it looks a lot different to the Shadow Man we see on the poster and in the cast photo. However, this could have been potential foreshadowing. I believe this is from the map 5 as well. So this is Black Ops 2. Yeah, Black Ops 2 I believe. And so, you know what I mean? This is in the White House. This is a photo of the Shadow Man. Could this have been the Shadow Man? There's also a photo of the Shadow Man on Kino de Toten. However, I couldn't find an image for that, so I can't show you what that is. So sorry about that. Okay, so I know it seems like I'm rambling on about the Shadow Man a lot, but there's a lot of stuff to represent him within this map, Shadows of Evil. And can you spot it on this photo? No, you cannot spot it without zooming in, and I did a lot of searching to look into these photos that were on the Call of Duty website. So I found them and I looked deeply into them, and I'll show you what I'm on about here. So as you can see on the front page of the newspaper, we have another Shadow Man sort of looking figure, and as you can tell, big impact is on the front page of a newspaper. So leads to more. He made a massive impact on American society. He made his mark on the planet, just like Al Capone did. So it just makes it. It's just bringing more and more evidence into one piece of information. So it's just a lot better. But I'm gonna actually try turn this photo around and see if we can actually understand any of the headline. Okay, so guys, I've just rotated it and it has blown my mind just as much as it will be blowing yours right now. It reads, Mayor cracks down on police corruption. So that is crazy, okay? Was the Shadow Man working for the police? And as we know, one of the cast members was actually a detective. So is the detective a completely different part of this police, and we have the Shadow Man who actually works for the police, or is this simply all about the Shadow Man? We will not know yet, and hopefully, I seriously hope we find out in the near future, because I really want to know more about this guy, and I think this is just an amazing piece of evidence for this Shadow Man guy. Now we're going to move on to the next bit, which is about the mark of the beast. Okay, so you saw all 3 clips of the Mark of the Beast that I could find, and then you saw a slowed down clip of the first one, which is the one that I'll talk about, and that is the Mark of the Beast on the Magician's hand. So there you go, that's the Mark of the Beast there, and I'll talk through the next 2, and then I'll explain why this is quite big. And here you have the Mark of the Beast on the detective, so obviously, there you go, another sign that this isn't just a fluke. This on one of them is on the Magician, Boxer and Detective as I've found so far, but you'll see it on the Boxer in the next photo. Okay, so this screenshot isn't added because on the clip it's not decent enough to be able to see it completely, so I found a clip earlier on in it, screenshot, and just screenshot it for you and put it on the screen there for you. So there you go, it's on his hand as well, and I'm now going to show you something else which is quite extraordinary. Okay, so as you can see on the card is the Mark of the Beast, and it's a zombie holding it, so it's got to be associated with zombie and zombies in general. So now let's bring up the photos of the characters, and there you go, there's a mark. All of the marks are the same as what's on the card which the zombie is holding, and this just brings up another whole brainstorm of ideas. Like, are these guys zombies? Have they I don't know, what have they done? Were they the cause of zombies? We don't know. Is that why they've got this mark? They caused zombies, so therefore they're the source of the infection, if you know what I mean, basically. But so never gonna know really until later, when we get more trailers for the zombies, more gameplays, and stuff like that. So hopefully they'll be coming in the near future. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit subscribe, like and comment. If you're not on here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button so you can see more theory videos, and also go check out my other theory video which is on the Giant. You'll really enjoy that. It's going into a lot of depth as stuff that you might not have picked up on in the trailer. Anyway, I've been CeeFox, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.